It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Coming up, a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a potential classic in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the New York Giants. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? Let's go, folks. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
56 to Mike. Timberland.
Jones throwing on first down. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws.
They've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And this throw will be intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
Well, that was his first target of the game, and it's going to take at least one more target to get him on the board. Took a nice substantial hit to jar that catch loose from him. Incomplete pass.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Let's see what you got.
Gibbs will try and pick it up. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. To throw is Goff. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Kayvon Thibodeau. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. That's caught by Montgomery. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough, and it'll be 4th down. Seibert able to knock this one through, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points, not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 25 yards that time. Up the middle with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack in the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 31. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Check.
Again, it's Barkley. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
Great. It's just me.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
46 to Mike. 46. 18 Rattler.
Jones now on 1st and 10. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Absolutely nowhere to go with the football, and he's just going to put this one in the Hudson River. Maybe he's a little fortunate he didn't get called for grounding because that one was well over everyone's head.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check 13.
Throwing again. Jones. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Lions are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. His first catch in this NFC Championship game, and it's a first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Barkley, inside handoff. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 56 yards rushing for him now. A first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. 2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Aiden Hutchinson in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. In motion, Slayton. Now Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will tie us at 3-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. St. Brown motioning left. Out of the gun. Goff. His throw incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. On 1st and 10, Goff. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. On second down, Montgomery. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Gone. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a fourth down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on fourth down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Now Jones, a final shot before break. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. Montrell Washington on the return from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is, and doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Flushed out right. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. And he is out of bounds, but not for. He's inside the 30. We knew he was close to the line of scrimmage, and they say he stepped over.
Well, when you see him in that position, you think he's become a runner. As a DB, you start to react towards the line of scrimmage. They can often throw it over your head.
Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Forced out to his left. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense, and that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
South salad, south salad, south salad, south salad.
On 1st and 10, Jones escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I'm coming after you. Go North Copper. Go North Copper. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
In motion, Slayton. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
6 man. Mustang 19. Check curls, check curls. 31's the mic.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Here we go again. Deuce, 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 deuce. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers, Dom Capers.
In motion, Slayton.
He's mine, he's mine, he's mine. Out we go. Out we go.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Taken in at the 11. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return, and the Lions will take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Going back to Gibbs on 1st down. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Here's Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. This 2nd and 4. Goff now looking to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Seibert's kick is good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. A second field goal here this 3rd quarter and his 3rd of the game so far.
He's been an important part of the offense, that's for sure, and they may need him again before this one's said and done. So I would treat him like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter. Leave him alone and let him focus.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
31's the mic. Apple, 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 apple. 31's the mic. I got you, boy. I got you.
In motion, Slayton. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Double dog, that's the way. 58.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Goff. Eluding the pressure. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter. This possession, gigantic. In motion. motion. Slayton.
Be ready. Be ready. 31's the mark.
Jones to throw on second down. Flushed out right. That ball caught by Slayton. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 84 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here's second down and 3.
New York Giants. New York Giants.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Super Bowl aspirations on the line. A critical one here. It's third down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph.